Hello, this is Wayne Boon of the American Carp Society, and in today's episode of our whiteboard series, I'd like to show you how to tie a basic hair rig. If you've fished for carp before, you'll know that carp have an uncanny ability to detect line movement, and more specifically, unnatural movement of the bait in the water, especially when the bait is placed directly on the hook. So to get around that problem, the hair rig was developed and specifically designed to catch carp by allowing the angler to place the bait on a free moving section of line, that's the hair, dangling from the shank of the hook. This way, the bait moves independently of the hook, presents more naturally, and will significantly increase your capture rates, particularly of the larger and more wily specimens. 2 or 3 grains of corn on the hair is an awesome method for catching carp, either when fished under a bobber float or when ledgering and fishing on the bottom of your lake or river. Once you've learned and actually tied the hair rig once or twice, it's really easy to use and very effective. Okay, let's take a look at how to tie this hair rig. Take about 12 inches of your chosen hook length material, it could be mono, fluoro or braid, and tie an overhand loop at one end. Place your chosen bait onto the baiting needle, and in this case I've just used a tiger nut with a piece of buoyant plastic maize. Snag the looped end of the line onto the baiting needle's barb and carefully slide the bait off the needle onto the hair. Next, secure the bait onto the hair by placing a bait stop into the end of the loop and pushing the bait back to the end so it's tight to the bait stop. Now pass the other end of the line through the back of the hook's eye and pull the bait to the hook, leaving about 1/4 of an inch between the bend of the hook and the nearest bait. While holding the hair with the bait on it against the back of the hook, neatly whip around the shank, starting at the eye and working towards the barb 6 or 7 times, keeping everything taut. While still holding everything tight, pass the end of the line back through the rear of the eye. It's very important it goes through the rear to the front, towards the barb, and pull tight. Well done, you've now tied a hair rig with a knotless knot. That is, a knot without any strangle points to weaken the line at the hook. Now we've pictorially gone over the hair rig tying basics step by step, here's a short video that puts it all together for you. Enjoy. Look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, I'm going to show you how to tie a hair rig, and in the past, we've all put bait directly on the hook and done very well, but when we're carp fishing, just because of the way a carp feeds, this hair rig will probably give you a 9 or 10 times advantage over bait on the hook. So let's have a look at this. So we've got some braid here, could use mono or fluorocarbon, whatever your line is. I've cut off about 12 inches here of it. I'm going to tie a little overhand loop. It's going to be about 1 inch long. It's a little bit tricky in front of the cameras, of course, but hey, we're going to do it. There we go. And trim off that little tag end like that. fingers, we don't need that. So now we've got a loop on the end of the line. Next we're going to put the bait onto our baiting needle. See, that's just a needle with a little bit of a barb on it. In the past I've used straightened out crappie jig heads. It's got a nice hook on it, you just have to watch your fingers. And you slide the baits onto the baiting needle. In this case it's just plastic maize. It could be real maize, sweet corn, it could be boilies, even a worm. With that loop, snag the loop on the end of the barb there and push the bait off the needle onto the hair. Just pulling a little bit through, open up that loop, make things life easy for you, and we're going to put a little bait stop. It's like a little barrel, a barbel barrel if you like. Push the bait onto there so it's tight, and these bait stops, as the name suggests, stops the bait flying off when you cast. So there we have, we've got the bait. I can get rid of that now too, I think. We've got the bait on the line. Now let's see about getting it onto the hook. Pass the line back through the back of the eye, very important, through the back of the eye. Yep. And I'm going to turn this round so you can see it. Pull, keep pulling until you've got about 1/4 of an inch between the nearest bait and the turn of the hook, the bend on the hook there. Yeah. Hold the line against the back of the shank, and whip up the shank very neatly, holding everything taut, 6 or 7 times. That's 5, 6, and one more for good luck. And then get the end again and pass that again through the back, towards the barb, through the back of the eye, very important. And then pull taut, your fingers. And there you have a basic hair rig. That will catch tons of carp. Just by the very way the carp feeder come along, suck that in, blow out almost every single time, and that hook, just the way it's will catch them in the bottom lip 99.9% of the time. They will turn, bolt. Just make sure you drag set and you reel, because they will bolt off. Anyway, tie this to the swivel on the end of your main line, this other end. There you've got a basic hair rig. I'm going to zoom in on this for you. There we go. I'll leave you with that. That's a classic hair rig. Hey, thanks for watching. And please don't hesitate to let us know how you get on out there. We're always interested in hearing from carp anglers around the country. Tag your Instagram and Facebook photos with the hashtag American Carp Society. Be lucky out there. See you next time.